I'm going to dive deep into this ring today, and I'm going to give you all of the information that you need to know if you are considering buying it. Spoiler alert, I have already been wearing this ring for some time. That's how I am able to give you my honest thoughts on it. The pros, the cons, the things I like, and the thing that I absolutely hate about it. So make sure you stick around for that information. So first things first, let's unbox this beauty together. So when you purchase from Bvlgari, you get a beautiful bag like this. The ring comes in this box. It has an internal box inside, and then the ring comes like this. I really like the way that they present their rings in these boxes, that it has this little seat to sit on. I think that looks really cool. You also get an authenticity card, which comes like this. So on the back of this card has all of the information and the serial number about your particular piece, and there's just a little bit of information about the history of Bvlgari. Inside here is a paper receipt. And I just absolutely love the detail that they go to in their wrapping. Isn't that beautiful? I'm a huge fan of Bvlgari. If you didn't already know, I have the Bvlgari earrings in the white mother of pearl. My newest addition is this Bvlgari necklace with engraving on the back. I had them engrave it for me, and this is in the black onyx and rose gold. These are also rose gold, and I also have this bracelet in black onyx and pave diamonds to make up the set. So I'm a huge fan of Bvlgari. My SA is incredible. They give you the best service when I go in there. I feel like they really make an effort to make you feel really welcome, and I just love going in there. I always have the best experience. I try on so many pieces. They let me try on basically anything. When I went in there recently, they had a lot of high jewellery. She let me try on like a $250,000 ring. Like, it's really cool. It's a really cool experience going into Bvlgari. She always has a little name card set up for me, which is lovely. And this is just an example of some of the chocolates that we always get when we go in there. My kids absolutely love the chocolates. Every time I say we're going to Bvlgari, they get so excited. So this is one of the chocolates. And then these other ones are my absolute favorite. They're so yummy. See how they say Bvlgari on them? And these ones usually come in milk chocolate, white chocolate, and dark chocolate. So this one's a milk chocolate one. I've been hiding it from my kids so that I could show you guys, because if they knew I had these, they would be gone in 2 seconds. Is this ring currently on your wish list, or are you eyeing up something different from Bvlgari at the moment? Make sure you let me know in the comments. I would love to know what's on your shopping list. The thing that I think is most impressive about the Serpenti collection, and this ring in particular, is every scale is an individual piece of gold. They're not joined together, they're put together when the ring is made. So as you can see, all of the scales, they're all individual pieces. And in the center of the ring, there is a ring of titanium holding it all together and giving it stretch so that the heads can move apart. This I really love, because the fact that my fingers, they're not consistently the same size. I mean, sometimes they're swollen, sometimes they're not. So what I love about this ring is that on days when my fingers are a little bit swollen, it still fits because it has that give. Bvlgari first introduced the Serpenti motif back in 1940, which is honestly amazing because it's still so relevant today. Originally, the designs were more literal. You'd see full snake heads, scales, even eyes with gemstones. Some of the early pieces were actually watches which wrapped around your wrist like a coiled snake, which is such a statement. Over time, the design has evolved into something a bit more modern and wearable, which is where the Serpenti Viper comes in. Instead of being super detailed and realistic, it's more styled and minimal, but it still keeps that same symbolism of strength and transformation. What I love about the Viper Ring specifically is how sleek and stackable it is. It's one of those pieces that you can wear every day but still feels really luxurious and meaningful at the same time. The version I have here is the classic Viper style, which is that really clean coiled silhouette. It's designed to mimic the body of a snake rather than the head, so instead of being super literal, it focuses on those geometric scale-like segments that wrap around your finger. What I love is that it comes in different gold tones. You can get it in yellow gold, rose gold, and white gold, so you can really choose what suits your style or even stack different gold tones together. Then when it comes to diamonds, there's a whole spectrum. You can get more minimal versions like the one I have. You can get the pave diamond version, which gives you that subtle sparkle for everyday wear. And then you can go all the way up to full pave versions, where the entire ring is covered in diamonds and it becomes much more of a statement piece. There are also different thicknesses and coil styles. Some are quite slim and delicate, almost like a stacking ring, and others are chunkier with a wider band so they feel a bit more bold and sculptural. You'll also see single coil designs, double coil versions that wrap around your finger twice, which I think looks so cool. Another thing to note is the sizing. Because of the wraparound design, it doesn't fit like a traditional ring. It can feel slightly adjustable or sit differently on the finger, which is actually part of the appeal. For my Serpenti Viper Ring, I actually went with a size extra large. So in the full gold version, they come in sizes like small, medium, large, extra large, whereas the diamond version come in size numbers, so like a size 55 for instance. So just be aware of that when trying them on or ordering them online. Depending on which version you go for, the sizing is different. As promised, I also wanted to talk about the construction of the Serpenti Viper Ring and a little detail that not everyone mentions. So inside the ring, Bvlgari actually uses a titanium core. This is really intentional because it keeps the ring lightweight and comfortable, especially since some of the designs can look quite substantial. It also helps with durability and maintaining the structure of that coiled shape. But something I've personally noticed, and this is just my honest experience, is because the ring is open on the inside with those gaps between the segments, water can actually get trapped in there. So when you wash your hands, soap and water kind of sit inside the ring and it doesn't dry properly if you just use a towel. I found that it actually keeps seeping moisture back onto my finger afterwards, which can feel a bit uncomfortable. The only way I've found to properly deal with it is using one of those hand air dryers in the bathroom and really drying it from the sides, like literally having to take it off, dry it so that the inside of the ring is completely dry. Once you do that, it's totally fine and comfortable again, but it's definitely something to be aware of if you're considering this piece for everyday wear, because it really does do my head in when the ring feels wet on my finger and it just keeps sort of seeping moisture, if you know what I mean. So I really have to get in there and dry it properly to make it feel better on my finger. I still absolutely love the design, but I think it's those practical things that are worth knowing before you invest in a piece like this. It's for this reason that I don't wear it all the time. It's more of like a special occasion piece for me, or like a date night piece, purely because I know if I'm going out with my kids and I'm going to need to take them to the bathroom a lot, I just don't wear it on those days. Let me know in the comments, is this something you're thinking about adding to your wish list, or are you eyeing off something different from Bvlgari? Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. I will keep you updated on all of my most recent purchases, and my next video I will be doing is on my new Bvlgari necklace and what my experience with their engraving service was like. So stay tuned for that one. Have a great weekend. See ya.